Okay, so I guess I'll ask the question anyways. What is flex?
That's a really hard question to answer.
Oh my goodness. It's so hard to define flex because you have to experience it.
Flex is an interdisciplinary program that integrates almost every facet of both language arts and social sciences. There's debate, there's creative writing, there's oral discussions, and really all of that gets tied into the curriculum of the Flex program.
And the whole idea of Flex is to incorporate students' ideas and their opinions and to have group discussions instead of learning out of a book or learning in traditional ways.
It's an honors program that really emphasizes on more student-based learning, student-guided learning, and really being expressive.
Flex isn't a mandatory class, so every kid wants to be in here so you can see it reflected upon the things we do. It's everyone tries their best to do it because we chose to be in the class.
You sign up at your own will, and it's something that you have to want to be a part of.
As opposed to normal classes, it's 2 hours a day, all 4 years of high school. You get the advice from the seniors and the sophomores and the juniors, and it makes you feel like a family because it's not just your grade, it's not just your knowledge, it's everyone's together.
Once you're part of it, everyone's really welcoming and you're friends with people you wouldn't know outside of Flex.
It really helped me come out of my shell, and I was really shy going into high school, and Flex taught me how to be more of an orator. What really helped me grow in that aspect is that everybody in Flex respected each other, and whenever you talked, even if they disagree with you, they would listen. And just a pair of listening ears really helps you get comfortable, and I've found that those listening ears became some of my closest friends.
Of course, this is a learning program, but you really get the family. It's another home.
There's 7 different teachers in the Flex program, and I think each of them are really special because they're all really different. They all bring one little special thing that contributes to the Flex team, which is what they're known as.
We get to know them more and we get a lot closer with them, and they all have a lot of different viewpoints, so we get a different perspective on what's going on within the program, and so we're not just stuck on one viewpoint.
It's really cool because you form this bond that you can't form with another teacher that you've had for 1 trimester or 1 year. The teacher is not above you. They're more on your level, and they're more your friend, and they're there to guide you, not to hound you.
We talk about the sources, and we don't really have the teachers tell us what to do. We just go about what we want to talk about.
So we'll get a source, reading a movie, a book, a novel, anything like that, and we emphasize learn as you go. Really stress finding out the information on your own, interpreting it into your own sort of database, and then sharing what you view in that source with everyone else.
Helps open the source up, and it allows you to look deeper into the source than just reading it and covering the basic plots. Also, we're really open in our setup, and so everyone's allowed to say what they think and what they believe.
And everything we read and we watch, we always discuss the deeper meaning in it, and it helps you when you're on your own, because then you can go through the deeper meaning by yourself.
Whenever I watch movies outside of school, the way it hardwires your brain, you just seem to understand and go deeper into movies even outside of school, even in life.
Flex is really, really good at getting you to come out of your box and kind of push yourself out of your comfort zone.
Usually students are underestimated in what they can do, and Flex really brings out what students can do.
So Flex is one of those things where you come in and it's hard. You have to think deeply, but you're surrounded by people who are older than you or younger than you, and those people give you all these different views and different thoughts.
Whenever I go into the auditorium, I can just feel Flex, and it's like a breathing creature, because each year it changes and it molds and we adapt.
Lots of classes nowadays are switching over to 21st century because Flex really encourages you to bring in your laptop or your iPad or whatever you have. It's not completely learning on your own because they still obviously give you the information, but more independent, which is what you're going to need for when you go on with your life. And this is my first year joining Flex, and I like it way better than English because you were just given a textbook and they told you everything what you had to do. It was really sort of babying you, and this is a little harder, but it's what it's going to be. For this 21st Century Learning Conference, you're going to see what sort of the Flex program is all about.
Flex always has a group project going on. This year it's the Flex Conference for Baby in the Bathwater.
Baby in the Bathwater is just kind of us pointing out the elephant in the room that no one has really talked about in a while.
Now, a lot of people are wondering what baby in the bathwater means. When there's a baby and it's in the bathwater and you pull out the plug, now you get rid of all the dirty water, and that's great, but you don't want to get rid of the baby too.
Don't throw out the good things that you want to keep along when you're trying to throw out the bad things. So this conference is really about trying to discuss what is it that we're wanting to throw out in the 21st century learning system and what we want to keep.
A lot of people don't know what 21st century learning is, say they don't want to be a part of it, they don't know what it is that scares them, but everyone is a part of it. It's the way we act today.
21st century learning is not just about technology. I think what people don't understand is that it's also about the interaction that teachers and students have with each other, which the Flex program is. In that aspect, it is 100% 21st century learning.
A lot of people right now think that 21st century learning is just throwing kids in front of a computer and saying, go teach yourself, go do all these projects, learn on a computer because it's there and we have to incorporate it. Really, the whole idea of 21st century learning is getting people to speak out and to actually think.
It's really all about critical thinking and discussing your ideas and just collaborating with different people and what they think about an idea. If you look at all the schools, they're saying you have to know this, you have to memorize this. You're just kind of swallowing all these facts and you're not really going to remember those.
It's about how people use the technology. It's about how people interact with the technology. It's about how people use that to interact with each other.
This is really the best place to show that kids are responsible enough and smart enough and capable enough to be able to express ourselves and have our opinions matter just as much as any other source or scholarly source or teacher. When we have our own insight, and that is equally as valuable as anything that you can get in a book.
A lot of times we're underestimated as students, and people think that we're not capable of putting on a professional conference.
The Baby in the Bathwater Conference is going to be completely student-run. It's going to be completely put together by students.
Putting together the information, to getting together food and advertising and marketing and fundraising and just logistics and everything. And we're really, you know, this is a big pressure on us and we're excited for it.
We have a group of producers that are organizing all the committees, all the directors, and then the directors are organizing their own little groups to figure out what we're doing.
If you were to attend our conference, you would be able to see live performances, music and art show.
We have other people who just have passions for things and want to show their interest through breakout sessions.
Like student-led discussions and adult-led discussions and lectures, and so really there's going to be something for everyone.
Check it out for yourself. Join us at the conference. I think you'll really be befuddled by what you experience.
That's why we are holding this conference, Flexies, is because I feel that we have our foot in the door of the 21st century learning, and we want to talk about it.